How much Cardano do you have to hold in order to become a crypto millionaire in the next bull market? We're going to take a look at that, as well as what has Cardano been doing over the last year during this bear market. So as we take a look at coin market cap, Cardano ADA right now is sitting around 34 cents. Now, if we take a look at its all-time chart and we take a look at the previous bull run, we saw an all-time high of about $3 for Cardano. If we compare that to the price today, it is literally down over 80-90% of its original value. And if we compare that in terms of market cap, we can see that when Cardano was around $3 a token or a coin, the market cap was around $95 billion. Now, if we take a look at that market cap today, we are sitting right around the $14 billion market cap. So as we can see, it's about 6 to 7 times lower right now. Now, before we get into how many potential coins you need to hold to become a crypto millionaire for Cardano, let's take a look at some of the stats behind this ecosystem. So here we have the stats of 2022, and I want to point the emphasis here on the transactions slash payments on this chart here. We can see that, of course, we were in a bear market. Everything was down. ADA was down, as well as everything else. But if we take a look at the amount of transactions as well as the amount of payments, we can see we kind of hit a bottom right around here, where the transactions number was around 40,000 daily transactions and the payment amounted to about 182,000. So that was basically the low point of that bear market for ADA. And as we can see right now, over the last few months, we are trending around the $200,000 in terms of payment and about 80,000 transactions per day. Now, if we take a look at the new ADA wallets per day, this basically shows us if people are coming into this ecosystem, if people are using ADA. We can see that there was a nice spike towards the end of 2022 with about 5,000 to 10,000 new wallets added per day. But right now we have somewhat bottomed out. There's about 2,000 wallets created on a daily basis. Now, if we take a look at the Cardano ecosystem, we can talk about the utility projects behind this, as well as their NFT projects. And probably one of the most exciting things for me personally, because I am in DeFi, them having a DEX and them going into DApps and decentralized finance is a huge asset for me, because I'm always looking for new projects in that space. So as we can see, their DEX, they have a bunch of different DEX, which is awesome to see. And their main one, their most popular one, is of course MinSwap, which we are going to take a closer look at. Then if we talk about the wallets that they offer, they have Eternal, they have Flint, they have a bunch of different wallets as well. We take a look at the DeFi ecosystem they have infrastructure, they have lending and borrowing protocols as well. They have launchpads, NFT marketplaces, and so on and so forth. So this ecosystem is very big, and it literally goes to show that they have been continuing to build this out, and they also have a portion on the gaming and the metaverse space. Now, taking a look at their NFT projects, you also have a variety of a bunch of different collections on the Cardano ecosystem using NFT marketplaces, as well as utilizing the Cardano blockchain to create these projects here. Now, if we take a look at the total value locked of Cardano in terms of DeFi on DeFi Llama, we can see something very interesting, which we've basically seen with every single blockchain and ecosystem over the last year. So at its peak, the total TVL was sitting around $323 million. And as we can see, it's now down to about 68 million. So here we obviously have about 6 times less in terms of TVL. Now, what I want to point out here is where that money is actually in. So as we've said, MintSwap is their number one DEX. It's their most popular DEX. And we can see that the total TVL for MintSwap is around $29 million, which is essentially half of the total TVL in DeFi for Cardano. So this is where all of the money, or half of the money at least, is locked up into. And if we take a look at this DEX, this is like your PancakeSwap, it's like your Uniswap, but again, this is for the Cardano ecosystem. And they also provide similar things such as swapping, liquidity, farms, and pools, all of what you would find on your PancakeSwap or on your Uniswap or QuickSwap or whichever DEX you're most familiar with. Now, if we take a look at these stats, these are actually in ADA numbers, so you just have to multiply this by the current price of ADA to actually find the TVL amount in US dollars. So they are still seeing some pretty decent volume on a daily basis. If we take a look at the volume chart, it does look like the volume has been picking up as well. And we can see that over the last week, let's say, or the last few weeks, we've seen volumes in the 20 million and even the 30 million in terms of ADA. So again, if you do 30 million times 0.3 for the current value of ADA, you're looking around $10 million USD per week on these last few weeks. Now, something to note with this DEX is that none of these tokens are paired with Ethereum, paired with wrapped Bitcoin, or paired with a stable coin for any of these. So obviously, if you are looking to participate in this, there is going to be a higher chance of impermanent losses because you are pairing two very volatile assets together. If we take a look at ADA and AJAX, you can see that if ADA goes down and AJAX goes down, well, this pair obviously goes down a lot more than if, let's say, AJAX was paired with a stable coin on this ecosystem. So again, I do believe they are working on bringing stable coins to this ecosystem and to the Cardano ecosystem, which is, in my opinion, going to attract more people because it's going to provide some sort of stability in this DeFi ecosystem. Now, to put this specific DEX in comparison with some of the most popular DEX, such as PancakeSwap, such as QuickSwap, we can take a look at the top decentralized exchanges on CoinMarketCap. As we can see, PancakeSwap is ranked number 6, about $81 million in terms of 24-hour volume. If we continue scrolling down, we have QuickSwap around 13.5 million in terms of 24-hour volume. And if we go ahead and find MintSwap, we can see it's ranked number 61st, sitting just shy of $1 million in terms of 24-hour volume. So this is kind of the research I like to do behind the scenes to understand whether or not a blockchain has potential, where it's trying to go, and understand where it ranks amongst its competitors. And something else very interesting that came to light over the last few days is the fact that CoinDesk, the news service, the news platform, is up for sale. And Charles Hoskinson, which is obviously the co-founder of Cardano, he is showing interest in potentially buying this service. It is offered for 200 million right now. He did say that was a bit overvalued, so I'm not too sure whether or not he is going to put a bid for this. But again, it could be a good play. It could be a waste of money. I'm not too sure. They may want to control some of the news narrative out there. Some of the news has been relatively bad on Cardano over the last few months and years. So maybe they are trying to remove some of that influence from different sponsors that would sponsor CoinDesk, and that may be a reason why they are trying to buy a news service. But again, that doesn't play in the fact of my valuation for Cardano and the potential future of it. But if we go back full circle and we talk about the potential price for Cardano and how many tokens you may need if Cardano reaches what I am estimating it could reach. As we've said, the previous all-time high for the market cap was 90 billion. I do believe Cardano could probably push to the 150 to 200 billion dollars in terms of market cap in the next bull market. I mean, the bull market brings anything is literally possible. We've seen that with so many different coins. It doesn't necessarily mean that Cardano is valued at that. It just goes with the speculation and with what the bull market brings. So if we assume $150 billion market cap for Cardano in the next bull market, and right now there are about 35.5 billion ADA in circulation, and you can also understand that this is an inflationary token as of now. So if we go back to CoinMarketCap and we assume a 35 billion ADA circulating supply for the next year, and when the next bull market comes, we can go ahead and calculate the potential price of one ADA token. So we have $150 billion in market cap, and we're assuming a 35 billion token circulation for ADA. That would basically bring us to a $4.29 ADA price. And if you're wondering how many ADA do you need right now in order to become a millionaire if this were to happen in the next bull market, well, we can take $1 million, divide that by 4.29, which was the price of the ADA we calculated if it reaches that market cap, as well as if it has 35 billion in circulation. That would basically mean we need 233,000 ADA tokens. And if we go ahead and take a look at how much that is worth with the current price of ADA, that's about $80,000. Now, $80,000 is a whopping amount of money, but if you remove 1 0 and you want to go to $100,000 as opposed to 1 million, you're looking at, let's say, 8,000. And if you want to do that as well, you want to go to $10,000 as opposed to $100,000. Well, it's an $800 investment, which could potentially turn into a $10,000 position. Now, of course, nothing here is financial advice. These are my predictions, my research on Cardano. But with all of that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a thumbs up, smash the like button. If you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.